We all have these great ideas, right? But how often do they actually get heard and, more importantly, acted on? Well, today we're diving into a really powerful tool that's all about turning information into actual, tangible action: the report. Does this sound familiar? You've got this breakthrough insight, this solid plan, and then poof, it just gets buried under a mountain of emails, Slack messages, and endless meetings. It's a super common frustration, but believe me, there is a way to cut through all that noise. This quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? An idea is really only as good as its delivery, and that's where mastering the art of the report can become your professional superpower. It turns those valuable thoughts into something that is absolutely impossible to ignore. So, okay, let's talk about the solution. A report isn't just some boring document you have to write. Think of it as a strategic tool. It's like the well-dressed, super organized professional who walks into a chaotic meeting and immediately brings focus and clarity to the room. So what exactly is a report? Well, at its heart, it's a structured document with a really clear mission: to inform people about what's going on, to analyze the facts, and then to recommend a path forward. It's all about presenting information logically so that decisions can be made with real confidence. And this is why report writing is so much more than just some academic exercise. It is a genuine workplace survival skill. Seriously, without clear reports, organizations are basically just guessing. But with them, you guide decisions, you create a clear paper trail, and you solve problems way more effectively. Okay, but here's the thing. Not all reports are created equal. Just like a mechanic needs a right wrench for the right bolt, you need the right type of report for the situation. So let's look at 4 common types that you absolutely should know. First up, we've got the trip report. This is for when you travel for your job. Now, the crucial thing here isn't just listing where you went. It's about boiling it down to what you did, what you learned, and, this is the most important part, why it actually matters for the business. Next, there are incident reports. These cover any unexpected event, like an accident on site or a major system failure. The key here? Be factual. Be objective. This is not the time for drama or storytelling. This is about pure, straightforward accountability. Then you've got the progress report. Honestly, this is the lifeblood of pretty much any project. It's a simple, clear update on what's done, what roadblocks you've hit, and what's left to do. It just keeps everyone on the same page and the project moving forward. And this is exactly why managers love a good progress report. A good one eliminates those unwelcome surprises. It makes sure that everyone has a clear view of the project's health, which, as you know, is absolutely essential for staying on time and on budget. And finally, the recommendation report. This is where you really level up, from just informing people to actively advising them. You analyze different options, you compare them against specific criteria, and then you make a clear, final recommendation. This is how you show real expert judgment. All right, so we know the why and the what. Now let's get into the how. Because no matter what kind of report you're writing, they pretty much all share a fundamental structure that makes them clear and effective. It's a simple but super powerful 3-part blueprint. You start with the introduction to set the stage. Then the discussion is the main body, where you lay out all your findings and your analysis. And you finish strong with the conclusion, where you sum it all up and tell your reader exactly what to do next. I love this quote because it is so true. Without that logical flow, intro, discussion, conclusion, you don't really have a report. You just have a collection of facts that's probably going to leave your reader more confused than when they started. Structure really is everything. Okay, so now that we've got the structure down, let's talk about execution. A good structure is the skeleton, right? But the quality of your writing, that's what brings it to life and actually makes it persuasive. Here are 5 essential tips for a really polished report. First, be clear and concise. No fluff, just get to the point. Second, use headings so that busy people can scan it easily. Third, and this one is huge, stick to facts, not your opinions. For instance, instead of writing, "the new software is terrible," you'd write, "the new software increased average task completion time by 30%. See the difference? One's an opinion, the other is a cold, hard fact. Fourth, keep a professional tone. And finally, please proofread. A single typo can completely undermine all of your hard work. So let's bring this all together. At the end of the day, writing a report isn't just about documenting what happened. The ultimate goal here is to move beyond just informing people and start actively influencing the decisions they make. This right here lays out the final takeaway perfectly. Look, anyone can write a report that informs somebody, But a great report that influences them. It doesn't just present data, it uses that data to persuade, to guide, and to drive action. That's the real game changer. Because let's be real, this is why we communicate in the first place, right? We want to make things happen. We want to create change and move our ideas forward. Influence is the currency of progress, and a well-crafted report is one of the best ways to earn it. So as we wrap up, I'm just going to leave you with this question. Now that you know this stuff, what decision are you going to guide? What project are you going to clarify? What change are you going to drive? The next time you sit down to write, just remember, you're not just creating a document, you're creating influence.